Alright, welcome back to Let's Play Eden Visual Novel. So anyway, let's see how this one go. Ah, you've come out. I heard a lively voice as I left the office. When I turned around, the maid girl was jogging toward me from the other side of the hall with a light pitter-patter.
ちょうどいいタイミングだったみたいですね。我ながら間がいいな。
Yep, I see.
あんた、仕事があるんじゃなかったのか？
I'm sure she has finished her work though.
お仕事を済ませて戻ってきたんです。大事なことを言い忘れていたので。
大事なこと？
私ってポカが多くて大抵のことはうまくこなせるんですけど、大事なことを忘れがちなんですよね。
I guess.
それは難儀なたちだな。
It was inconsequential to me though.
それで、大事なことってなんだ？
I wonder what's the most important thing.
私、エリカと言います。
Her name's... Did? I already know.
は？
自己紹介を忘れてたんですよ。ね、とんだうっかりさんでしょ？
Not really. It happens.
そんなことか。
I already knew since Lavi had said her name
自己
before.
紹介は大事ですよ。コミュニケーションの第一歩です。
別に名前なんてどうでもいい。というか、メイドなんてどうでもいい。
Wow, really?
ひどい。
That is just mean. She shouted and toited about.
自信が持てなくなりました。もうメイドとしてやっていけません。
Oh, man.
そこまで落ち込むことはないだろう。
明日からは白衣の天使にでもなりましょう。
Damn.
なんでもありか。
Maybe she was really just a girl wearing a maid's uniform?
まあそれは冗談として。
タフだな。
それであなたのお名前も教えていただけるとお姉さんは嬉しいんですけど。
春菜亮順位だ。
Haruna, eh? Oh man, I'm about to sneeze. Calling herself my big sister caught me off guard. Was it because of her overly cheerful expression? It was hard to say her true age for sure, but she didn't look any older than me.
春菜亮くんですね。
Real.
待て。いきなりその慣れ慣れしい故障は何だ？
何か不都合がありますか？
How does it even trouble him?
不都合はない。
Oh, good. A civilian girl shouldn't have to address me by rank, and it wouldn't be a strange way to refer to me if she did happen to be older. This is why I don't like recording on... I wouldn't advise recording on springtime unless you don't have allergies. It wouldn't, but her intonation was just...
じゃあ亮くんでいいですね。
Alrighty. She stared me down with a smile.
それで亮くん、これからどちらへ行かれるんですか？
今日はもう何もないから自分の部屋に行って休んでいいそうだ。
Rest for the day. That's good.
お部屋の場所わかるんですか？
Well, since I'm new here, I don't know.
いや、
It may have been written in the data the major gave me, but I couldn't read that without loading up on a computer else somewhere.
それでは私がお連れしましょう。大丈夫、場所は知ってますから。
That's good. She smiled sweetly and began to walk.
なあ、あんた。
エリカですってば。それと呼び捨てで構わないですよ。
Elica,
エリカは本当にメイドなのか？
はい、見ての通りメイドさんです。りょうくんはメイド好きですか？
別に好きじゃない。
Wow.
それでも男の子ですか？
Why did she suddenly snap?
優しくて美人なメイドさんに対してそれは失礼ですよ。いけませんね、りょうくん。
That is just mean to her. Come on.
自分で美人とか言うな。
Wow. My goodness.
まったくもうスカートが長いのが気に入らないのかな。
No. That wasn't the issue.
そんなことより、エリカみたいなメイドとか軍人以外の職員はどれくらいいるんだ？
メイドは私だけですけど、厨房とか清掃なんかの職員が20人くらい、研究員がこれも20人くらいですかね。
That's a pretty small crew right there, though.
軍人は120名だと聞いてきたが、確かか？
そんなものですね。多少増減はしてると思いますけど。
Makes sense.
なるほどな。
This house, no, research facility was a bigger structure than I had pictured, but that was still far too many people. If this place had 2 platoons or 30 infantry, it would have been more than enough. The military was short-handed everywhere nowadays, while this place was downright opulent. What the major had said at the very end did not appear to be a joke. Oh my. Beyond the door, contrary to my expectations, was a charmless, simple room. That looks just like the hotel room that I usually went to earlier when I was on vacation.
普通の部屋だなって思っているでしょう。
I wouldn't say that. I mean, it's better than my bedroom that I was sleeping.
玄関や少佐の執務室とはまるで違うな。
I guess.
この東館は兵隊さんの宿舎用に増築されたものなんですよ。外装や廊下は本館の内装に合わせてありますけど、室内まで手が回らなかったみたいです。
Wow. It's pretty long there.
なるほど。
It was minimally furnished and couldn't be called spacious, but it was just a room to sleep in, so I had no complaints.
ここ個室なんだな。
一応士官用のお部屋ですよ。他に空きがないのと、少佐さんが少尉も準尉も大して変わらんとか言ってここを使うようにと。
どこまで大雑把なんだ、少佐は。
Well, I don't know his perspective, but okay. Needless to say, warrant officers and second lieutenants were completely different. A non-commissioned officer would normally have to enroll in officer training school and break through many obstacles before becoming an officer. Well, a private room was more comfortable, so I was thankful. She suddenly made a mysterious face and peered into my eyes.
りょうくんは稲葉少佐さんとは面識があるみたいですね。
一応な。最後に会ったのはもうずいぶん前の話だ。
Long time ago? You mean 7 years ago?
あの時も少しも軍人なんかには見えなかったけど、今でもあまり変わってない。おかしな男だ。
I don't know how strange is he, but okay. I carelessly threw the bag I had been carrying on the floor.
あ、いけませんよ、そんな乱暴な。
壊れるようなもんは入っちゃいない。少佐は。
はい。
いや、なんでもない。
Why had the major requested me? I was grateful to be pulled away from my job as a teaching assistant at the academy after the unit dissolved. It didn't suit me at all. But I did not understand why he would have me assigned as a guard at a remote research facility. I don't know. I wonder if they're guarding something. No, maybe I should say I used to not understand.
私が思うにですね。りょうくんもかなり変わってると思いますよ。私は軍人さんをたくさん見てきましたけど、りょうくんは他の軍人さんと全然別の生き物みたいに思います。
あんた、俺と今日会ったばかりじゃないか。
What could she know about me from just that?
こら、年上のお姉さんに向かってあんたはいけませんよ。
How old is she? I wonder if she looks like a teenager from what I know.
本当に年上なのか。
それだけは間違いないと断言できます。
Well, they say you can't judge a woman's age by her appearance.
とりあえず、今日はいろいろと世話になった。ありがとう。
別にお礼を言われることではないんですよ。私が好きでやったことですから。昔から人に世話を焼きすぎるんですよね、私。
Well, no need to overwork yourself, though.
メイドに向いてる性格らしいな。
ええ。
She congenially showed me a soft smile.
また何かありましたらいつでもどうぞ。
Sounds like a good plan.
いや、別にもう何もないだろう。
Okay then. Oh well.
そこは嘘でも今後もよろしくとかなんとか言うものですよ。
If I was unusual, this maid had to be as well. Everyone in the Forest and Training Academy had been afraid of me and wouldn't get anywhere near me. Unusual. It's great. Elica graciously bowed to two soldiers who had just come from a meeting as she walked through the halls. The soldiers passed her with relaxed expressions. Ryo Haruna was somehow different from these men, she thought. He was a young man with a bizarre ambience. He seemed unsociable, but replied honestly when spoken to. He did not really seem like a soldier. Well, I don't know. But those eyes, that glint in his eyes was not something those who lived an ordinary life would possess. She may have gotten such a terribly unbalanced impression of him due to the fact his eyes were so out of the ordinary.
聞いていた話と全然違いますね。
Perhaps one day he will appear before you. Elica remembered the words she had once been told. She never once imagined he would actually come to this research facility. Furthermore, that he would be the owner of such dreadful eyes. This was a man who may have lived through unspeakable scenes of carnage. Elica had seen many soldiers before. She understood just how different Ryo Haruna was. She let out a gentle sigh. The fact that a monster like him had been summoned must have meant that the time had come.
始まるわ、シオン。
Sion. Oh. This research facility seemed to have plenty of energetic women. Elica and Lavi might have been special cases, but those two certainly left an impression.
どうでもいいことだな。
I wouldn't say that, but okay. I whispered as I lay on my bed. A fresh smell emanated from the clean sheets. A smell I had forgotten a long time ago. Yet another thing that did not matter. What should be on my mind right now? I guess there was only that man, that major. No. I came here for an assignment. Thinking of unnecessary things would only hinder my work. As long as I kept my mind on accomplishing the objective, everything would be fine. This was how I always handled my assignments, and it would best if I continued to do so. Then maybe one day... The door flung open wildly, along with a piercing knock.
いや、悪い。ついバカどもを血祭りにあげるのに夢中になっちゃって。
I could tell.
拳に血がついてるぞ。
Yeah, I kind of wonder why. I got off my bed and put on my coat.
え？おお、本当だ。私ったらはしたない。
She laughed and wiped the blood on her sleeve.
だいぶ派手にやったみたいだな。
Well, whatever it was, I don't want to know.
遊びみたいなもんよ。よくあることだしね。
This place really was dangerous, wasn't it? I don't know how this place would go, but okay.
エリカさんに案内してもらったんだって。あの人、本当に誰にでも面倒見がいい人だな。
She is right.
軍人になんて関わるもんじゃないのにね。
How come?
それは同感だな。
Soldiers were creatures which would do anything given a single order from above. We were the same in that we both carried out orders from our superiors. The difference was that military orders usually involved taking lives.
でも、彼女はここのメイドなんだろ？関わらざるを得ないんじゃないのか？
Obligated, eh?
あれ？聞いてないんだ。
何を？
エリカさんは軍人でも研究所のスタッフでもなくて。
Huh? She seemed to be looking into the distance.
エリカさんはあの人専属の世話係なのよ。
That person.
あの人。
Sion, eh? She was here. It wasn't that I doubted the major. It was just something I couldn't easily believe.
本当にここにいるのか。
信じられないのはわかるけどね。私も1年前ここに来た時に少佐に聞かされてすぐには信じられなかった。でも本当のことよ。私もあんたも何か起これば彼女の盾になって死ぬのが仕事よ。
Oh. She said that without hesitation, as though it were obvious.
シオンか。
Shion. Ah. She nodded in silence. It was strange that he would round up someone from the special forces such as myself to defend this facility, but if Shion was here, that changed everything.
何もかも明日っからよ。今日のところは仕事もないんだからのんびりしてて。
Easy enough, I guess. Hopefully tomorrow's not intense.
そうさせてもらうか。
She was right. There was no need to be so serious. Regardless of who was here, I just had to do my job. If I were told to rest, I rest.
あ、そうだ。いいこと考えた。
What's the good part? In my whole life, I have never heard anything good come after those words.
春菜獣医の歓迎会をやろう。そうだ、そうしよう。
いや、ちょっと待ってくれ。
食堂はダメね。 一応地下に食堂があるんだけど、食事時ともなると兵士どもが押し寄せてえらいことになるのよ。
I thought the dining room was in the downstairs in the main hall or something. I never honestly I never had a moment where there's actually a dining room in the basement, but actually there are some houses that do, but I never seen these places before.
みんな周りも気にせずにプカプカタバコふかすしね。
It's crazy.
よし、特別に女性兵の居住区にご案内しましょう。大丈夫、女性兵のトップの私が言えばみんな反対なんかしないから。
Interesting enough. There was no stopping her now. Only a few hours had passed since I first met her, but I had gotten to handle on her personality for the most part.
じゃ、私は準備を整えてくるから、その間に春菜順位は荷物の整理をするなり、シャワーを浴びるなりしててね。
Okay. And with that, Lavi left the room without waiting to hear my reply. I guess she was the type that blocked out everything around her once she had her mind set on something. She probably wasn't suited to be a commander, although she had made it all the way to warrant officer, so she was probably still quite capable. I sighed and reached for the bag I had left on the floor.
どうもここは勝手が違うな。
Well, we haven't explored the facility more, though. It looks like days far different from the military life I've grown accustomed to await me. As this premonition rolled around my heart, a sinking anxiety began to fester in the back of my mind. Oh, wait. Let's see what we got here.
この星はね、やがて終わってしまうの。
終わってしまうって。
End. I inquired as I faced the back of the girl loitering in front of me.
もうそれはずっと昔、君のおじいさん、ひいおじいさんが生まれた頃から分かっていたことなの。
ひいおじいさん。
I cocked my head. I didn't even know my grandfather's face, let alone my great-grandfather.
ええ、君が生まれるずっと前に、人々はこの星に終わりが近づいていることを知ったのよ。
星が終わっちゃったらどうなるの？
人も動物も花も木もみんな死んでしまうわ。
じゃあ僕も姉さんも。
I didn't want that. Mom and Dad had already passed on. We were all alone. I wanted to live here with my sister forever. I didn't want to die.
怖がることはないわ。そう。みんな死んでしまうはずだった。でも、大丈夫。あなたは死なない。
でも、星が終わっちゃうんでしょ？
That's what I wanted to know. If the planet ends, then when will life will go on?
あのね、君に一つ大事なことを教えてあげるわ。とても大事なことを。
She didn't turn around. She just kept looking far into the distance, but merely gazing at her back made me feel so safe.
人はね、運命に逆らうことができるの。たとえ罪を犯しても、逃げ出すことになっても、それでも生き抜くのが人間というものなのよ。どんなことにでも終わりは必ずやってくる。 だけど人はその週末を永劫の未来にまで先延ばしにできると私はそう信じてる。
Eternity.
よくわからない。
そうね、君には少し難しかったかも。ごめんね。
僕たちは生きられるんだよね。
ええ、君は生きるわ。
She looked up at the night sky and pointed toward the conspicuous red star.
一つの世界の終わりは新しい世界の始まり。
World's end is another world's beginning.
人々はみんな次の星を目指して旅立っていくのよ。
His journey.
姉さんも僕も別の星に行くの？
私は
She paused briefly as the wind from the mountains swept over her. It was a silence that lasted for but a moment. She began to walk slowly, the grass crunching beneath her feet.
姉さん？
私はね、
I want to see the end of this world right here with my own eyes. What a nostalgic dream. My heart was beating faster than I expected. I was surprised that such a twistful memory could affect me like this. I couldn't believe I remembered her. I had forgotten her face, but that gentle voice and the words she left with me still resonated in my heart. I still remember how I was always gazing up in awe at her from behind. I lifted myself in the bed and aimlessly stared at the still unfamiliar wall.
確かにこのまま行けば俺は生き残れそうだよ姉さん。
This planet would soon meet its end. It was a given, something everyone knew. It was predicted by scientists over 100 years ago, and mankind steadily made arrangements to escape this fated extinction. The Earth Evacuation Project. That was the name of the Noah's Ark, which would save humanity. Mankind sought to construct giant spaceships for the sole purpose of taking everyone off the planet, away from this dying Earth, and to carve out an existence among the stars. When the planet was first drafted, politicians, the masses, they all saw it as nothing more than a fantasy. But humanity executed that exceedingly lengthy plan, and although there were hiccups along the way, the idea of escaping Earth steadily became a reality. At present, the majority of the human race had already left the planet and was sailing into the ocean of stars. Like my sister had once said, although the planet would end, the history of mankind would likely continue on.
誰もがそう望んでいるわけじゃないとしても
I muttered and stood up. It may have been because of that dream, but it seemed I was sweating a little. Luckily, this private room had an attached bath and toilet. I had some time before I had to be ready. I guess I'll take a shower. Alright. That was a good time to save, hopefully. Alright. I'll end it here for now. So next part, let's continue more of that touching experience. So hope you guys enjoyed this. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Have a good one.